Hi dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happening Show. Today we are looking at some cricket news and some latest happenings which are happening in cricket. Right now after, as you know, the match is almost ending to a draw, but there's some interest there because Bell has actually made his century and England actually declared at 491 for 5. I mean they just added 5 more runs, so Bell had 103 to his name, not out. So that is happening, and the other thing that is happening is Pakistan versus Ireland, and this is the second and final one-day international which is taking place. Well, I'm going to talk about both of that, but first I'm going to begin with the real shocker. The one-day team and the 2020 team has been announced for the upcoming Indian tour, and the two ODIs, the first two ODIs, the first ODI is starting between West Indies versus India at Port of Spain. There's a first 2020 which starts on June the 4th, 2011, which actually kicks off the series on June 4th. June 6th is the first ODI, and the second ODI is between West Indies versus India at Port of Spain on 8th of June. So the news that I have here is a real shocker. The most prolific run getter in the IPL 2011 and former captain of the West Indies, Chris Gayle, is out of the West Indies squad. He doesn't find a place in the West Indies squad. So this is a real shocker. Now you know what he did against in the 2020. He really reduced the bowling attack to absolutely dust, and he dominated the whole of IPL 2011, and he was also the man of the IPL 2011. There's absolutely, no doubt about that he deserved that. But well, it's come as a real shocker here that Chris Gayle has been left out of the squad to actually play India in the 2020 and also the first two one-day internationals. Now we know that Chris Gayle definitely had a brush with the West Indian cricket authorities, and he didn't play in the tour of Pakistan when Pakistan toured, and he was there in the IPL 2011. Now this is, I understand that, but you know, Gayle, such a difference he will be making to the team, and he's in some great form right now. He just only knows one way to hit the ball, and that is out of the ground. And that person, he finds himself out of the team, and that is something which is very difficult to digest. But well, I can only wish good luck to Chris Gayle and hope the West Indian cricket authorities, have a talk with him, which they have already said that they would like to meet him. So once they talk with him, I hope that he is available for the Test series and for the one-day series against India, and that would be a real challenge for the bowlers to actually get Gayle's wicket, and also the entertainment for the West Indian public itself, because Chris Gayle is an absolutely a calypso charmer. The way he actually bats, he would just draw in the West Indian crowds. I would just pray that Chris Gayle comes back into the West Indies team in full strength and takes on India. Well, so there's something which the selectors have to really think about, and also Chris Gayle has to have a talk with the West Indian cricket authorities, as they have actually said that. So if that happens, I feel one only feels and prays that Chris Gayle comes back into the West Indian cricket team, as he's big money, he's big entertainment value for the spectators there. Okay, now I turn my attention down to another news which is coming from here, local place here in Canada. As you know, Ashish Bagai led Canada in the World Cup 2011, and he has been himself leading the example. He is a very good wicketkeeper batsman. He has been in the Canadian team for quite a long time, and he also bats well. He showed in the World Cup 2011 how he held the innings together and played some very good strokes. And he was doing very well, and as being the captain of the Canadian cricket team, and Canada did really well in the 2011 World Cup too. But well, now this is, one does not know what exactly is the reason, but Ashish Bagai has actually stepped down from the Canadian captaincy. So there is going to be a new captain for Canada, and who is that going to be? So that is the question. I wouldn't have time today to actually discuss on that. Probably tomorrow I might see, if at all I have time. I will just get on to that and see whether I can do a sort of an analysis and pick my captain for the Canadian cricket team. Well, so that's the news which is coming from the local place here from where I'm reporting, Canada. And now I'm going to take you to two live matches. The first live match that I will take you down to is between Ireland and Pakistan. This is the second one-day international, which has been played in Stormont in Belfast, second and final one day. The first one has been won by Pakistan. Well, Pakistan batted Ireland batted first here, made 238 for 8, thanks to a beautiful knock of 109 from the ever talented Peter Sterling of Ireland, who made 109 runs of 107 balls, 7 fours and 4 sixes, and that was what I mean, he made 109 out of a Ireland score of 238 for 8 of 50 overs. Other than that, the contributions came from Cusack, who made 26. It was a very slow 26 of 62 balls with no boundaries. Gary Wilson contributed 33 of 25 balls with 5 fours. Other than that, there were 15 from Porterfield, 17 at the top of the order from Ed Joyce. Other than that, all were single figures. Kevin O'Brien was out for 7, 6 to Mooney, 3 to Johnston. Jones was not out on naught, and White was not out on 4. 238 for 8 for 50 overs for Ireland batting first. Umar Gul 10 overs, none for 58. The most successful bowler was Saeed Ajmal, 10 overs no made and 4 for 35. 2 for 53 for Junaid Khan, and 1 for 43 for Mohammad Hafiz. Everybody bowled the full quota. 10 overs no made and none for 13 for Hamad Azam. As far as Pakistan's reply were concerned, they are right now in the 11th over. They are 36 for 1. They have lost the wicket of Mohammad Hafiz, was caught wide, bowled Johnston for a duck. So that was the first wicket to go. Tawfiq Umar is not out on 13 of 23 balls with 2 fours. Azhar Ali is not out on 22 of 35 balls, 3 fours. Rankin has bowled 2 overs, 1 made and no runs, 2 overs, 1 made and 1 run and no wicket. 4 overs, 1 for 20 for Trent Johnston. John Mooney 3.5 overs, no maiden, none for 15, and Cusack bowled 1 over, which was a maiden. Now Pakistan, this is the last match, and if Pakistan managed to beat Ireland, then they will take it 2-0. And meanwhile, the score has moved on to 40 with a boundary being scored there. Azhar Ali has moved on to 22. Well, I'm now going to take you down to the match between Sri Lanka and England. There is some interest in that because what happened was, as you know, the play did not start only after lunch. Play started, and what was very important was whether Ian Bell could score his century. Well, he definitely did that. He was not out on 103 with 11 fours and 1 6, and Ian Morgan was not out on the overnight score of 14. And Andrew Strauss applied the declaration with a score of 496 for 5, and that is an overall lead of 96 runs. With the lead of 96, England have done very well, especially Tremlett, who has figures of 4.1 overs, 1 made in 8 runs and 2 wickets. He actually dismissed both the openers. In fact, the first to go was Pranavithana, was caught by Strauss in the slips of the bowling of Tremlett for a duck. Tilkan Dilshan was caught and bowled by Tremlett for 10 with 2-4. Sangakkara, now the stalwarts are there at the crease. Sangakkara not out on 3 and Jayawardene not out on 10. Well, I know that this is just a formality because it's the final day. There's nothing left in the pitch. Definitely being the last day, definitely affording some bounce, and that's what Chris Tremlett has been helped, and Chris Tremlett has been successful getting dismissing both the openers. Stuart Broad has been bowling on the right lines, and only 2 bowlers have been used so far. 10th over is going on right now, and it's only a formality unless and until it is that England have to bowl out Sri Lanka if they ought to. So there's nothing left in the match really, definitely meandering towards a draw. But there was some interest generated by Tremlett, who actually dismissed both the openers very quickly for just 10 runs on the board for Sri Lanka. Sangakkara is not out on 3, Jayawardene not out on 10, and that is it as far as that match is concerned. Let me see whether I can give you some commentary while the match is going on. Just talking about what happened. In fact, Pranavithana he got an outside edge, first slip, Strauss held the catch, and Tilkan Dilshan, the captain, actually gave a dolly to Tremlett as he just pulled the ball back to Tremlett, and he was walking. Right now, Tremlett bowls to Jayawardene, and Jayawardene stroked this ball for a beautiful boundary. So Sri Lanka moved their score on to 28 for 2. As I said, these are the stalwarts of the crease, Mahela Jayawardene and Kumar Sangakkara. Nothing can go wrong. They know the conditions. They have played a lot of cricket together. They have a lot of experience, and I'm sure they're going to weather this out and definitely take Sri Lanka to a draw in this particular match. Well, dear fans, subscribers and friends of Cricket Happenings, it's been a pleasure bringing you this Cricket Happening show for today. Thanks for your company and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram signing off.